back to where it all began. Battery exhausted, she said. I'm fucking exhausted. Right, morning everyone. My name's Paul and it is bloody early in the morning. 7:12 of the AM's. Stupid o'clock. I've got guests coming today, so I thought I'd get an intro filmed. The most requested message that I ever get is, can you build a kit guitar? And normally it's no, because I haven't got time. If you're new around here, here's some signs. I use some swear words. If you don't like swear words, then it's not the channel for you. You have been warned now, before I've used one, all right? I'm a woodworker. This is a workshop. You're in my workshop. It's my rules. Now, I started on kit guitars. I think they are phenomenal options. I also get asked, what kit would you recommend? And actually, honestly, a shit one. I would. If it's your first, get yourself a shit one. Now, Jaymz reached out to me, the company, and asked me to review one of their guitars, which I don't generally do. But we struck a deal because I was quite interested in the one that they want me to look at. And I thought I'd do one a month because it's money, innit? It is money. It's a paid review. But this, I'm reviewing for nothing because I said just bung it in. It's a cheap kit. It's going to be shit. It's going to have issues. And that's the whole point. You can't learn by gluing together a perfect bit of Lego. You need hiccups. So this is a two-parter. We're going to unbox this. I'm going to put it together. I'm just going to build it. I'm going to give you some tips on what I'm looking at when I'm putting it together, and I'm going to do nothing to improve it. Nothing. And we'll see what we get with. We'll set it up, but we will not adjust frets. I'm not going to cut the nut. I'm not going to do anything. And then in episode 2, we will turn this. This is the secret. It doesn't matter how bollocks this is. In episode 2, I will make this play better than any instrument you own.
Bullshit!
You can, or as good as, because there is no secret. Guitars is a numbers game. It might sound different to a vintage instrument. It might not sound as nice as your fucking £400 humbuckers. That don't matter. It's a numbers game. We can set this up and work on it so that it is set up perfectly. And it will play. Don't be tempted to say like butter, because I will kick your ass out the fucking door. Playing like butter makes me want to gag. So anyway, without further ado, let's have a little look at this thing. I did undo the box yesterday. I've only got half an hour, so let's quickly whip through it. Look, they've cut out the little bits. That is not a guitar building template. Not sure about the quality. So anyway, dad jokes aside. In here, oh, we've got a box of shit. The reason I like this one is because it is this much money and it comes painted. Now, painting a guitar is the final hurrah. It's the least favourite thing I've got to do. I fucking hate it. This one comes pre-painted. So, and a pre-painted body blank on AliExpress is like 70 quid. So already your quid's in. Quid's in. It comes with a preloaded pickguard and a spare one. A pickguard for a Tele is like £14. That's like, what's that, a quarter of the price of this? Don't do the maths. I prefer white. I think it's more baby blue in it. I like that. Black's a little bit aggressive. I'll keep that though, thank you. That's a nice sparesy. And then in here, the all-important bit, the only bit that really matters, is the neck. This is another sanding sealer neck. The Chinese necks are lovely. They feel phenomenal. So far, so good. But what have we learned? Fuck all. I don't know much about the specs of this kit, but for this price, you can't really expect a lot, can you? So here's our body. Let's have a little look at what we've got. It comes with a shit cable. Now I know this is going to be is this a beginner instrument? Because someone who doesn't own a guitar or guitar leads, are they honestly going to go balls deep and just rip it apart, Paul, and buy a kit? Does come with Alan. There he is. Alan t-shirts in the store. Keep an eye out for them. Lots of people send me t-shirt designs, and I'm really sorry if I don't reply to everything. I am at 0.0 now, or whatever the term is. I get so many messages, some of them have to go under the radar. I don't reply if you send me memes and funny videos. I just can't anymore. It's just too much. I need a secretary. And who's going to work for this twat? Right, in the box here, we've got a cable, a kit and caboodle. That's going in the bin. Don't bother. Don't bother. Save yourself 4 pence, Leo James. Mixed bags about guitars. Guitar reviews are funny things because most of them are shit and they need a fucking setup from a tech and work on the frets. Pre-wired switcheroonies, teeny tiny pots, but little push fits. That just makes life so easy. That is a super, super cheap bit of metal work, super tiny, but what are you expecting? That's cost less than a bowl of rice. Fucking ridiculous. Tuners, which have got no name on them, they're bound to be a little bit meh. Don't know if that's really a word, but we'll use it. We'll go with meh. In here, we've got a bridge. What's that going to look like? No copper bottom, a steel bottom, which is probably cheaper. And, oh, really, really weird offset-y saddles. Never seen them before. I'm sure they will sound like saddles. So don't get your knickers in a twist about that. No idea about the pickups. We might do the 4-way Tele mod. And we're definitely going to do fretwork because it's going to need it. I'm not even going to look at the frets today. We're not even going to look at it. That's part 2. You've got to come back for that. It's got a neck plate. I'm not going to adjust the neck heel because it's painted. It's got bent fucking Wannabunna saddles, string trees. It's got a super cheap plate. You've got to put a pure tone one in there because you can hear the sustain difference. Get on, Trevor. You're always lurking, aren't you? You freak. So, there you go. There's our bits and bobs. I'm just going to get it all out of the bag. Let's put it in a parts tray. Everything is quick connect. No soldering required. I think that's pretty cool. You get a mark for that. Well, I'm fiddling with bags and polystyrene now. I'll see you when I've got it all unwrapped and we are ready for the entourage. Okay, so we're unpacked. We're a little bit organised. Let's get stuck in. It's very tempting to get the Luthier tools out and look at this. The frets look absolute dog shit. Chef's kiss. Awful. But what do you expect? This whole thing costs less than what really that should cost. So whatever I find wrong with this is a lesson for you and it's valuable for you. The neck feels rather nice. The pocket is a little bit sloppy, but not too bad at all. So I'm going to start by bunging the neck on. It's got the traditional square Fender neck heel. I don't know why new guitar manufacturers don't just put a little shimmy in there. You're doing it on the CNC, and you're not cutting it beyond Leo, are you? We'll refer to him as Leo. I think that's a fake name. I think Leo might be Chinese, but I'm not sure. When I deal with Geiker, they all use English names. They can't all have English names. I think they do it to make us feel at ease, because they assume that I'm an uncultured fucking twat.
Yup!
And they're probably not wrong. Well, there you go. That was easy. You can do it by hand if you want, if you're scared of one of these. A lot of people are scared of one of these. My missus isn't scared of a power tool. If you're not sure, that is a Phillips bit there. I don't know if that's in... that's a Phillips. That is a Posse. Posse's got 8 crosses, 2 crosses, little bits. That's only got 4. Don't get confused, because you'll destroy your screws. It'd be like slipping out and going in the wrong hole. Now, the body is made of what looks like some sort of sapele, so it's actually a mahogany branded body. Fucking, that's better than you can expect from a lot of stuff. Better than Epiphone, the mush they fucking send out. It's also pre-routed, and that will fit a P90 if you so wish. I love a P90 in the P90 in the neck. Delightful. So that's easy, isn't it? That was an easy bit. Let's get this on. I mean, at this with no soldering and all that sort of stuff, this is effectively Lego, isn't it? Look at that. Piece of piss. It does come with strings. These will be laughable, all right? They are going to be the poorest of piss. But we're going to use them. We are going to use them. I'm glad they haven't coloured the ends in to do fake Darios. Fodarios. Don't like to see that in the industry. Don't mind a chibi. Don't mind a Chibson. I have actually had my eye out for a Chibson because there are lots of local sellers now. If you've got one, Sell it as a Chibson. You can get, oh, when they put the proper decal in the headstock, you can get Chibson decals to replace the Gibson bit. And if you're making them in China, if you're watching this video, and I don't think you're allowed the internet, but if you are, and that wasn't being rude, it's really restricted, isn't it, the internet over there? Definitely not allowed Google. Fucking hell. Make them with Chibi on the headstock, Chibson. It's a cool brand now. I think you've got like this weird following. There's a few parts on this body that they've burnt through the clear coat and burnt through the paint. I'm not going to contact the body shop and have a word. Literally everything is pre-drilled. Right, under the bridge, there's a hole here that you need for the earth, the ground for the bridge. All right, it's very important. Don't leave it out, otherwise you'll have a right noisy bastard on your hands. Incidentally, I'm not shielding it at this point either. I would normally because it's a Tele and it's single coils. I'm not going to shield anything. We'll leave it as is. Right, for the minute, I can't screw that one down. I'm going to make that cable a little bit longer and fray it out. So basically it won't make the bridge rise up. Plenty of room for intonation. There's about 9 miles there. It's not a complaint. I ain't complaining. Now I don't think, yeah, we're not drilled for string through ferrules. There are some people that will moan about that and say, oh, that's going to be shit. I would say don't panic. It's not the end of the world. We could have these the wrong way round here. Even that's got a push connector on it, isn't it? It's, honestly, it's like mung bean proof. If you do fuck yours up, I apologise. For anyone in your life. Because you must be a pain in the ass. Right, little tiny mini screws. I can't imagine this is making a particularly riveting video, but people do request it. Stuff all that shit in there. Well, so far, everything fits really well. I'm surprised. There you go, a few minutes, we've got a Tele put together. Neck does feel lovely. It's kind of pre-rolled. It's a weird little shaping on the edge there. I am so scared of the frets. Very scared of the frets. Right, you will notice on here, Dave. Can you see that, Dave? You looking? Let's bring you down. Everything is pre-drilled for these. So you've got nothing to even think about. Tuners will pretty much self-locate. So I'm just going to shut up and screw these in. Right, then if you've never fitted a tuner before, it's literally the easiest upgrade in the world, isn't it? Alright, there's your washer. In goes your doofer, your ferrule, your screw. Call it what you want. It doesn't matter. Your bit. Screw your bit in. Get them started. Always start a thread manually so you know he's alright. If you can't screw it in beyond, you might have crossed the thread. Just there's something you can have a little think about. This is so much more exciting than unwrapping a new guitar. It is. For me, it's just so much better. I mean, it's fucking pointless. I'm a custom guitar maker, but it's just a bit of fun, isn't it? And it does bring a smile to your face. No denying it. Kit guitars are wonderful. One of the recommended videos at the end of this one will be a kit guitar I did from my mate Jaymz. That's the other end of the scale. That's over 800 quid. But that's made in England using wonderful materials, and the neck comes absolutely finished. So it's basically got 300 quid's worth of work and labour done on the neck before you get it. The nut is cut perfectly, the frets are perfectly polished and levelled. So that one there, you are screwing it together and basically getting a custom shop quality guitar. Made to vintage, you know, he goes a bit, he's fucking off his head, he's an android. But this is the other end of the scale. There you go, those tuners went on easy. Things that you can get wrong with tuners. All the screws are fine. Soft as shit screw heads. Make sure you've got the right screw heads and some decent screwdrivers, because you'll just shoot yourself in the feet. And you don't want to shoot yourself, you need all your toes. I've got a mate with missing toes. Everything lined up perfectly. The holes were the right size. It's all fine. That nut looks very suspect to me. That looks very low. But we'll see how we get on with that. So I'm going to pop on some strap locks and these horrible bent saddle string trees, which may or may not make a difference, but let's have arguments. We'll pop these on and we'll come back when I've strung it up. And we'll have a little look, because it's going to be minging, isn't it? And then we'll just do some basic setup. How low can we get the action? How comfortable? Not necessarily low. How comfortable can we get the action without horrible, nasty, buzzy frets? And we'll give this a proper assessment. I'll see you in a minute. I'm not going to show you how to string it, because you'll be stringing me up for getting it wrong. That's how the internet works. Some of you are pricks.
5 minutes later.
Well, that was an interesting little put together. I've got this the wrong way round, even though it's Lego, because I'm a moron. I have done nothing to set this up. I've not intonated it. I've not set the action. The action is monumentally high. I'm just looking at upgrades. The tuners on this are absolute wank. The worst tuners I've encountered for a little while. But 64 quid for a guitar that comes pre-painted and you get to have all the fun. I'm not marking it down for anything, really. I've got an action of 2.5 to 2 mil. And to be fair, the nut's not bad. The nut is a little bit high, but she's within the realms. That is, so far, you could put that together with no expertise and play it. And it's fine. Brilliant. Come back next week and I will show you just how good you can make this. And I'm going to send it up to my mate John Cordy, and I'm going to get him to demo a £64 kit guitar. And we're going to blow his tits off. I'm not changing out any components that don't need changing out. This is the most important thing. The setup is more important than the bits you've screwed on. The tuners are shit. You can't get away with that. But the plastic nut, the teeny tiny frets, all the push-pull tiny pots and all that, and the weird bridge and the pickups, they're all staying. I'm not messing around with them, but I'm just going to change them. At the end of next week's video, we'll sell it and you can get it on. You can pick it up on eBay if you're quick. Videos go live. Just a little side note, please don't contact me and ask me to do tech work on your guitars, because I'm not a guitar tech. I don't do that. I do these Monday videos for my own education, for your education, for what it's worth. And just for shits and giggles, really, because people like to watch this sort of crap. So yeah, don't do tech work. If you want a custom guitar, email milostudios@hotmail.com. If you ever need to know anything, it's always written in the description. I'll see you later, everyone. Special Wave. That was interesting, wasn't it? They sent me that for fuck all, and I'm giving it a great review. Kit guitars will often have problems. For 64 quid, you've got to expect them. And the exciting thing is learning how to get over them and turning that into a worldie. I'll see you later, everyone. Special Wave. Alan! No. Snuck him in right at the end. Slags.
You get used to how great your life is. No one had a hot shower until 50 years ago. George Mack, my friend, pointed this out to me. Went, well, look, when you stand in a hot shower, just for a moment, just go, well, no one that you admire from 100 years ago had this simple pleasure in life. And when you look at the world that we live in, there's been 100 billion people ever, right? We are in the top percentile in terms of the luck that we have had. The lives, like the calorific intake that we just take for granted, the fact that our children don't die, in the first year, the modern medicine, the entertainment that we get. We're living like kings. And yet, life has never been objectively better and subjectively worse, because the nature of humanity is our desires are mimetic. So we've got this thing where we sort of, how happy are you? Well, it's your quality of life minus envy. That's how happy you are. And it's easy to look at everyone else and how they're doing and not take pleasure in what you have.